Okay, hello. I'm Rebecca Hackoff,
And I'm Claudia Bermudez,
and
and we
together,
are
Joyful
Joyful
Disruption.
Disruption. And to do that, we propose an ecological framework and we put those lenses on and we see the whole ecology. We look at all of the elements that come into play. So, our common definition, to ground ourselves in a common definition of our work, when we say classroom ecology, we mean the interplay among the teacher and the students, first and foremost, but also the content. Content has a great deal to do. We are just not in relationship. Our relationships are the springboard into which we dive into instructional intensity. There's the physical environment of our classrooms, and there's also the socio-emotional experience for everybody that walks into the classroom, the teacher, the students, admin, itinerants, paraprofessionals, everybody participates in a socio-emotional experience that can be toxic or can be healthy. So when we propose for us to consider our classroom ecology, we are in favor of positive, affirming, joyful, healthy classroom ecologies, where we question and we ask ourselves in the physical environment, where are there affirming messages physically around the room that students can access and see? Are there flexible learning spaces and mirrors and windows where students can see reflections of their own experiences that are not familiar to them? When we talk about content, we want to explicitly ask what is included and what's left out and whose points of view are prioritized. When we talk about the socio-emotional experience, we question those relationships with peers, content, other teachers, and the self. How do all those relationships impact the socio-emotional wellness in our ecology? When we talk about students, that is the most important element of the ecology, and they bring their intersectional identities, funds of knowledge, and also their past experiences, good, bad, and in between. How do we welcome that and embrace that and interrogate that in our classrooms? And teachers are like giant redwood trees. We have the biggest impact on the classroom ecology. We bring in our intersectional identities, our funds of knowledge, and also our past experiences, good, bad, and in between. Very often, we're asked to check identities at the door in K-12 education. And in a classroom ecology model, we are saying all of the complexity and the beauty of our identities and who we are and what our experiences are all have a place in the classroom. And each individual classroom is a little self-contained entity that then forms part of a larger school ecology. So if you envision your 20 classrooms, your 30 classrooms, your 40 classrooms, you have 20, 30, 40 of these individual classrooms embedded within a school ecology where teachers, administrators, and staff's culture, values, and past schooling experiences come to bear. They have a function and they impact the school ecology. We're also functioning within local district leadership policies and practices. All of these feed into what the school ecology is. Big picture, we have state and federal leadership policies and practices to which we have to adhere. There's the school community context and resources. Every individual school, even schools that are located half a mile, three-quarters of a mile apart, have their own flavor, have their own ways of being and knowing and doing things and their own histories. And then every household brings their culture and values and past schooling experiences to the overall school ecology. So when we look at this ecological framework, it is moving beyond the idea of managing students and then complying with all of the mandates and all of the policies that are handed down. Yes, there are mandates and policies, but they're first and foremost people interacting with each other in ways that can be toxic or ways that can be healthy. And so we want to intentionally cultivate ecologies that are healthy and that